Welcome back to Just the Tips. I'm the fugly and lonely T4, and today we're taking down the Fell Monstrosity. Let's get into this. So if you find this video helpful in any way, shape, or form, go ahead and hit that like and share button, and feel free to subscribe so you can catch more of my tips. Now the first thing we want to do, like any other boss fight in Enshrouded, you want to make sure you are fully rested so that you receive your full rested buff. You're also going to want to make sure you eat your best foods for the situation. For this particular boss, I recommend eating food that favors mana and stamina, but of course it's up to you and how you choose to fight this boss, though with the number of times I've fought this boss, the easiest way to take him down is from range with arrows, and then have a wand or something on hand to deal with the bugs that he's going to want to spit at you. Next, you're going to want to make sure that you have any potions or pots on hand. Health pots, mana pots, depending on if you're using a bow or if you're using your staff. An elixir is up to you if you want to use it or not for the damage multiplier. And depending on how quick you take down the boss, a shroud flask might also be a good idea. As you can see, I have some shroud arrows, some flare arrows, but they aren't actually used very much in this fight. I didn't notice that they give any particular bonus. However, the stun arrows do actually cancel some of the attacks of the boss, so that can be helpful if you don't want to have to run around as much. The way you're going to get the quest for this boss is actually from the alchemist this time. He's going to give you a black cauldron quest, and as you go through the steps for this quest, you will eventually end up facing off against the monstrosity. In order to locate the monstrosity, you are going to go to the Nomad Highlands fast travel tower, and then it is just right here in this big fog of shroud. Once here, this is where you fast travel to. You just look over, and that big cloud there is where you will find your first monstrosity. There are other monstrosities located throughout the map at various shroud root points and elixir wells. I have personally faced off against 2 in elixir wells, so being prepared for them is always handy. In the occasion where you meet the monstrosity in an elixir well, I recommend clearing all the other combatants. That way you don't have to try to manage fighting a boss along with the multitude of other mobs that are going to be there. Now for the fight itself. This monstrosity has 3 attacks. 2 of them are actually spitting attacks. The small orbs that he spits at you are blockable, as you can see on the screen now. The large orb that he shoots at you, I recommend avoiding, because if it makes contact, it does a significant amount of damage, and it will stun you. He will also summon bugs to harass you. That is what the wand is for. The wand quickly takes down those bugs so that you can continue your fight without problem. Now, the area you want to shoot, if you're using a bow, you're going to want to aim for the blue area in the center mass of the creature. If you are using a staff, I found it didn't really matter because it hit the area anyways. However, if you are using a staff, I recommend using the fireball, whether it be fireball 1 or 2, because all shroud monsters have a weakness to fire. Now this boss does take a little bit of wrangling. You can move around while you're fighting, block the orbs that you can block, and just continue to hit that blue center mass, and you will whittle down this boss sure enough. Unfortunately, there is no stunning weak spot like there was with the wyvern, so you just gotta keep at him. Typically within 5 minutes of hitting center mass and avoiding being stunned, you will be able to put this boss down. And with the boss down, you will be able to collect your cauldron as well as the trophy for your altar. And that's it for this video. I hope you found my tip helpful. I'm T4. Don't forget to hit those like, share, and subscribe buttons. And join me next time where we talk about the Sickle Queen. See you later.